Welcome to Dark Stories. It was a rainy night, and I was driving home from my shift at the late-night diner I work at. It was a quiet shift, and I still had a strange amount of energy, so I knew I'd need melatonin to sleep. My usual route is scenic during the day, but at night, it's dark, with only a few light posts scattered along. As I passed a parking lot of a well-known deli, I saw a woman standing under the light, waving me down. She looked older, in her mid-50s, tall, nearly 6 feet. She was skinny, soaked by the rain, and missing a few teeth. I lowered my window and asked if she needed a ride. She hurried over, opened the door, and thanked me, calling me a hero. I asked where she was headed. "Just up the road to town," she replied. Rain was dripping from her, dampening my seat, but I couldn't leave her there in the cold night. Picking up a random man, I thought, would be different. But she seemed harmless enough. Her clothes were soaked, her hair flattened by rain, and she gave me a warm smile as we started off. When we reached an intersection with a gas station, I pulled in to fill up. I asked if she wanted anything, but she declined. I went inside, paid for gas, and bought some drinks for the weekend. But when I returned, she was gone. I looked around the gas station, but it was small, and she was nowhere to be seen. Part of me felt worried, yet relieved, as I filled up and drove home. Back home, I set the drinks on the counter. I still wasn't tired, so I took a melatonin and tried to sleep. But I couldn't stop thinking about her. Just when I started to doze, I thought I heard noises outside my bedroom, but I dismissed them as my upstairs neighbor moving. Then, in the middle of the night, I woke up. Usually melatonin knocks me out till morning, but something felt off. I reached for water, then noticed something in the corner of my room. A figure, crouched, hidden partially behind my dresser. I blinked, trying to clear my mind. Slapping my face, making weird noises, hoping it was a hallucination. But the figure stood up and left the room. I sat there, shocked, not even screaming. There wasn't a sound, no footsteps, no closing door. I grabbed my phone and called my dad. I told him what happened. He suggested it was probably a night terror. Staying on the line, I convinced myself it was just a dream, but I locked my bedroom door before falling asleep again. The next morning, I had coffee, dressed, and headed for the gym. Opening the door to the foyer, I realized it was unlocked. My heart dropped. I hadn't imagined it. I checked my apartment. Nothing was missing. But when I opened my car door, I saw damp, yellow stains on the floor in the back seat. And my blanket was gone. It hit me. The woman had sneaked into my car, followed me home, and somehow entered my apartment. I called my dad, asking what to do. He said to check if anything was stolen. Since nothing was, he said the police might not be able to help much. I skipped the gym that day, staying indoors, feeling disturbed. A month later, I moved out, still haunted by that rainy night.